Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And today we're going to be starting something new. Let's take a look. By the way, we're currently in Radzig at Perkstein Castle, and today we're going to start something new. In fact, we're going to go down the path of one of the other DLCs, Band of Bastards. So, traveling the roads in the province is hazardous. Merchants are afraid to even stick their noses out of the inns. Visiting relatives in neighboring villages is a life or death gamble. And folk living in remote farmsteads sleep with axes under their pillows. Oh, that can't be comfortable. Behind any oak or ash along the wayside, there may be ruthless bandits, or maybe a ruthless bandit lying in wait, or even a poor student who has drunk away his last groschen and entered the spirit of these lawless times. Either way, the victim is lucky to lose only his purse and not his head. We've witnessed this. Every time we go somewhere, we tend to get attacked. Anyways, you can start dealing with the danger on the roads by simply talking to Sir Radzig after completing the main quest, Baptism of Fire, which we have done. So shortly after this point in the story, Sir Radzig will be found at the viewing point over Talmberg and later at Perkstein Castle in Radzig. If you're not sure where to find him, etc., the assignment may be temporarily unavailable, etc., etc. We don't really worry about that part of it because we know where he is. He's literally right up there somewhere. I just spotted him. So we're going to go and talk to Radzig because we're going to look at the Band of Bastards. There is one little thing we might want to do before then, and we'll see. I got a bit of a tip from... Oh, no, that's from Bish. Oh, there he is. Let's talk to Radzig.
Greetings, Henry.
Hello.
I hear you on the Rat-Eye tourney.
I have
well done, lad.
A few times now. Okay, this is the one. I've been to the Ushit's priest and the parish priest at Therazad. I have actually. I think I've done this. But he's like, make sure that you've done that because you get a little history of the Ushit's priest. But we've already done it, so maybe I'll. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. If yeah. Let's just move on.
Sir, can I ask you about something?
Of course, Henry.
Well, I thought since we chased the bandits out of Pribyslavitz, the roads would be safer.
Ah, criticizing your liege lord, are you?
No.
And what, in your opinion, should he do about it?
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it. Just that it surprises me.
Easy, lad. I'm only pulling your leg. You're quite right. The roads really aren't safe. Mostly due to one thing.
Bandits!
My garrison is a shamble these days. I lost most of my men in Skalitz, and what I'm left with after Pribyslavitz is hardly enough even to guard Perkstein. Let alone guarding the roads and patrolling the rest of the province. I simply don't have the men.
Uh-huh. I understand.
That is, I didn't have the men. As it happens, you've come at just the right time.
Oh.
Recently, I asked an old acquaintance for help. Sir Kuno of Rickwald and his mercenary band.
Oh.
The men who ride with him are a rough lot,
Perhaps
mostly former convicts,
bastards,
but they're as capable as any squad of soldiers.
Well, excuse me for being so bold, but there's plenty of mercenaries around. Surely you can find a more respectable band?
You have a point, lad, but I'd like to tell you I talked to Kuno because I trust him. But actually my reasons are of a more pragmatic nature.
Okay.
You see, Kuno owes me a favor, so he'll serve me free of charge.
Oh.
So, you want me to join them?
Yes, but that's not all. I told Kuno I'd send him a guide, but really what I need is for someone to keep a close eye on him and his men. Someone reliable. And I'd say you fit the part.
Oh, thank
Go
you.
and report to him at his encampment. You'll ride with his band on patrols and make sure they don't get too disorderly.
Oh, good grief. I'll do it, but first of all, who is Kuno of Rickwald?
Who is this Sir Kuno of Rickwald?
He's the last baron of the House of Rickwald, which became impoverished.
Okay.
So he took to the mercenary trade, like many poor noblemen do, unless they become robbers.
All right.
Which often isn't all that different. He's certainly an entertaining companion, but as a mercenary, well, let's just say he has his own particular approach to certain matters.
I don't know
Sounds
about
a little
that.
worrying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing too bad.
Okay.
Just that now and again he needs reminding not to step over the line.
All right. How come he owes you?
How is he indebted to you?
I did him quite a big service, actually. I saved him from the hangman.
Oh, that sounds like quite a story. How did it happen?
You should ask him. You'll be spending quite a while riding together, so it'll help pass the time.
All right,
But
I
one
will.
thing I can tell you, he seems to have taken inspiration from me. A lot of his men had their own encounters with the executioner too.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. I'll go and report to him.
Excellent. He set up camp between Ratai and Ledechko. It's a good base for covering the province.
Okay.
Good luck, Henry.
Well,
And
thank
watch out
you.
for yourself.
I will.
I will, sir.
I will.
Thanks.
Good luck then.
Well, there we go. So we have our marching orders. Quest started. Band of Bastards. Let's take a quick look at it. Band of Bastards. There we go. So let's see. Sir Radzig. Well, let's start on the right hand side here. Sir Radzig has asked me for my help again. He charged a mercenary, Sir Kuno of Rickwald, and his band with patrolling the province and keeping order. I'm to act as a guide for the mercenaries, and since they themselves are a little hard to distinguish from brigands, to keep their appetite for trouble in check. So we have to go in and see Sir Kuno's camp and report to him, which is A on the marker here. And if we take a look, okay, yeah, there's Ledechko and there's Ratai. So pretty well where he said they would be. Oh, nope, don't go in too far. So just over the river. And so go over and turn left at the shrine. All right. We can do that. Get to Kuno's encampment. Will do. Will do. All right. Now, I don't really know much about... Oh, hey. Pebbles, did you find a friend? I think that's Hans's horse. What are you doing, Hans? Okay, let's go. Now, we could... Well, no, we can't fast travel there because it's not really a fast travel destination. So we're just going to have to ride. Hey, what's my food at? Oh, hey, let's get something to eat before we go. Look at this. A random pot of food on the side of the road. Excellent. Tastes like dinner. Okay. All right, Mutt, you ready? You ready, buddy? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't know about this much about this Kuno. He does sound interesting though, and his people sound even more interesting. So I'm not really sure what to expect with this quest, but I'm sure that it'll turn out quite right. Hey, Teresa, I'm just heading out over there to join a mercenary band of ex-criminal... Okay, never mind. Let's go. It's a little hard to explain. Oh. Sorry, Pebbles. Do I have... Hang on, let me double check something. Yes, I have spurs on. Okay. I've been changing my outfit, like I'm changing what I wear all the time, and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't... that I was actually kitted up. Okay. Now, we want to keep an eye out for the shrine. Whoa, there it is. And I think we want to go this way. So I wonder how paranoid they're going to be. Oh, there's a dude. Oh, that's just a wayfarer. Oh, I see horses. Oh. Whose horse is that? Why is... Radzig's horse is out in the middle of nowhere. Go figure. Ah, that looks like a camp right there. Okay. And we got some peoples. We got... Oh, okay. All right. Cutscene.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
What is...
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
I can see why. What's up with him? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. when the executioner
Oh.
ripped it out of him.
Oh,
Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas and the chief.
okay. So I can just tell right now that this is going to be an interesting set of people.
These here are the Bearman brothers, Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground.
Is that the
Don't
boss
let him
man?
lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Well, sir, this is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
Ah, it's about time Radzig got round to this.
Uh-huh.
We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsying. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here.
All right.
Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
But I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving.
Oh.
Snot-nosed brat. You pull them out of a pile of shit, and they thank you with back talk.
Oh, boy.
Where were we? Oh, yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
It's Henry.
Right. Well, as I said to Radzig, I don't want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right?
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. They still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out.
This guy's really quite
Stefan,
intense.
Take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
It's Henry.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
What, are we using wooden swords? Okay. All right. Do I have a sword? Oh. Oh, okay. Hang on.
Fuck
using-
this.
Yeah?
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Come on. Come on. Oh, what was that? Oh, you didn't like that? Oh, okay. All right, come on, you strike. That's a good boy. Oh, he's got combos. Oh, good for him. Okay. Oh, okay.
Didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
All right.
He's a tricky guy, actually.
Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. You know what? Let's get a little information out of him.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief.
Okay.
But what do you want to know?
Oh, sure. Let's start with his family.
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
But It's
Okay.
a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz, and my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well.
Oh, my.
There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him.
Really?
Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Maybe a bit of both?
Oh, he might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely.
Yeah, I can see that.
Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames.
What?
Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7.
Oh, boy.
My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
All right, so how did you come to know? Oh, that's right, he owes Sir Radzig a favor.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot.
What?
Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head.
Oh.
And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig.
Betrayed.
He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick.
Yeah.
So he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Good thing. Yeah.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time. And how could I refuse him?
How could you indeed? So about the members of your band, because we've met a few of them and they're kind of interesting.
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
Okay, so, all right, let's start with Stone. That was quite the introduction.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that.
Okay.
We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of. But wayfarers are sacred even for me.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's good
our
to
fellow
know.
travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after. But of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him.
Really?
I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses.
All right. Okay.
Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name.
Yeah, I was thinking
Then
the same thing,
Behrman
actually.
brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
That's the best
No,
kind.
I figured if you can't talk,
Yeah.
you can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
You don't have to worry about him. Now, Jakey was the strange fellow that greeted us after the stone.
What
right?
about Jakey?
Yeah.
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
Okay, so then we got the Behrman
Those
brothers.
Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Hey, I'm getting
Indeed
speech.
they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job,
Oh, God.
but they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
All right, and then we've got Dangler.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella. Nearly every time he was right. And the fellow tried to stab me
So
in the
he's
back
perceptive.
afterwards.
All right, and then we've got Stefan.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh,
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
oh God. All right, there we go. Okay, so I think that's enough of that. So shall we go on patrol?
Should we ride out?
Aye, we ought to set out on patrol about now. Hope you've got your kit ready and whatnot.
I'd
like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. I feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
All right,
Chief.
Chief. There we go. We've started the quest, Bad Blood. Oh, look at that little gang. Oh. First mission, he wants to leave during daylight. Okay. I'm not doing anything. I'm apparently just following them. Although Pebbles appears to be quite quick. He's catching up.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purtling, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
The sweet aroma of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye. It reminds me of that day. That day when the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Oh, God.
Very droll. Stuffed bug laugh.
Your ma's a stuffed bird.
Oh, my
Stuffed
goodness.
her myself.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is, I haven't got any new kit or arrows since the day Jakey joined us. It makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of beyond everywhere we go. And it always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do hauberks in girl sizes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well, how did you get yours then?
All right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been. But no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Chief,
All right.
think there's something going on over there.
Oh?
Let's go!
Hang on, let me just make sure that because I did a bunch of fiddling. Sword, arrow. Oh, my bow. Okay. All right. Where?
Yeah.
Buddy, pal.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just go along the right-hand side. I'm a little faster than they are by the looks of it.
Yeah.
What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen.
Oh, this
hidden in a piss pot.
Okay,
under the
this is
bed.
an ambush site. This one right
Nice
here.
chunk of beef. No one there will
Oh,
be
but I think
eating.
we've gone past
On
it.
account
okay.
of it'd just fall out
Oh,
through
there's
the
smoke.
holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already watering, brother, and I ain't even touched a purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch. Never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
Always full of good cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you
Search
take a
the
leaf
burnt
out
out farm.
Stonesborough?
Try to find
Shut
traces
the
of the
fuck up.
attackers. Okay.
Jesus, I wish you'd all shut the fuck up.
All right, let's do that. Do
Keep
I
your
have to?
eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
All right, we will. So the burnt out farm is what we're supposed to look at first. Let's take a look. Actually, hang on. Let's take a look at the situation. Is this it here? Okay, scout out the burnt farm and see if there are any traces left of the raiders, and look around the vicinity of the farm and see if I can find traces left behind by raiders, because they haven't have gone far yet. Fletching seems to know what he's doing as far as scouting is concerned. I could have a word with him. Oh. Oh, maybe I should talk to Fletcher. It's Behrman, Stone, Kuno, Fletcher. Oh. Nope, okay. I think I might have gotten that wrong then. I'll have to... Here, you know what? Let's just do what we're here to do. What do you think, Mutt? What do you think? Mutt! Actually, no, we can do that. Oh! A dead villager?
Oh, my luck's not in today.
Oh, don't be... He's just a villager. What are you doing? Oh, there's a little camp over here.
Half of these corpses have hairy backs, including the women.
Oh, jeez! Okay, we got... Ooh, got blood here. All right. And this is all burnt out. Okay. Wow.
No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals.
Oh boy. That's interesting. Okay.
Looks like it happened fast. They weren't even armed.
This place is totally raided and gutted. Look at that. Okay. Were they? It's like they were looking for something, or what was this all about? This is a little bit strange. Okay, that you can't get up in the loft. All right, what's in here? No, I'm not going to sit on the outhouse. Okay, what about in here? Oh. I mean, this looks a bit more ransacked, but... Oh, no, okay, it is. It's pretty bad. Oh. Oh!
Poor wretch.
Oh, poor doggy. Oh? This looks a little different. Oh.
Kuno will want to know about this.
Okay. Message for Radzig, and there was something else. All right. Let's go talk to Kuno. Letter and shield.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that crest. It's the House of Zool. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about the Zools?
What do you know about these Zools?
A family of impoverished nobles.
Okay.
They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind looking for the raiders.
I thought I could go and search for those raiders. They might not have gotten very far yet.
All right. It's always good to have an extra pair of eyes. We'll keep searching here for a while, and then head back to the camp.
That's interesting that you can actually choose. I'm gonna grab my horse. And let's go take a boo around. Who's this? Okay, that's fletching.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this? This is interesting. I don't think this has got anything to do with the event, but it's kind of interesting and good to know that it's here. Huh. We got a road back here.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on the map as far as... Okay, yeah, there's nothing really immediately. There is a camp. Oh. Okay, hang on a sec. Let's mark that off like this. Down here.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been here. That's humans. That's not really what we're here for. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this neighboring place.
Yeah.
Well, it's we don't really have usually, like, this game's pretty good about giving clues.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of clues as far as... I should have read that letter before I actually hand it over. Do I have it? Oh, a message for Sir Radzig. Radzig Kobula, you unscrupulous beast devoid of Christian morals. I accuse you. You abandoned all honor and virtue when you perpetrated acts of cruelty and malevolence against me and my forebears. I call you a cur for committing these vile deeds, which you certainly remember well. I challenge you to face me in a duel as befits knightly virtue, to desist from cowardly concealment behind castle walls, and to defend your honor and that of your house, as behooves noble status. If you decline to do so, I will travel this land and truthfully make known to all that you are an ignominious wretch. Yeah, I'm getting that wrong, but that's fine. Unfit for the company of decent men, I shall have your shield nailed to the pillory as a mark of shame. I swear before God that I act justly bound by my family honor, and perpetrate against you only that which you deserve. My grievance is only against you, but the longer you hide from me in a cowardly manner, the longer I shall maraud and plunder in this province. Be it upon your own head. Signed, June 2nd, year 1403, by Sir Hagen Zool. All right, well, I think that actually, you know what? I think we should probably head back to Radzig then, because honestly, it seems to me that the more we delay here, the more this dude's going to be running around doing bad things. So I'm going to go and talk to. I'm going to let Boss Man know what I intend to do, if I can find him. Oh. Okay, so report to Sir Radzig. If we take a look at the journal, then bad blood. Try to find traces of the... Okay, let's just report to Sir Radzig. All right, let's do that. I think that's a good plan. Because, well, especially after reading that, because he needs to know about what's going on here. Let's go here. Yeah, we've been through that cumin camp. That's the one where I fell off the cliff when I dropped in on them unexpectedly. Oh, wait, there we go. There's Neuhoff. All right. Do. Yeah, I could have beaten around the bushes and all that sort of stuff for quite a while, but in the end, I think that once I read that, I think it's important that Radzig gets this message. Ooh, it's almost getting to be nighttime. No, put that away. That's what I want. Let's go find him. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I assure you. Pebbles moisturizes quite regularly and has very soft and supple skin. Did not hurt you in the least. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested. All right, where is Radzig? Oh. Is he up at, oh no. Oh, he's up there. Yeah, he goes up in that little tower all the time, and I can't get to him in there. So usually what I end up having to do is just hang out at the entrance. Excuse me! Not here, but I'm just double checking. Yeah, but he's usually, yeah, see if I go around, he's like up there. Oh, okay. Hi.
What was that?
Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before...
Is something the matter?
Greetings. What do you need?
See? That's every time I try to go in there, that's what happens. Okay, I got bad news.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhayed.
Christ. It seems Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
Oh,
Well,
it's
this is
more
something else,
complicated
sir.
than that.
We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence.
Yeah.
I challenge you to face me in a duel.
Gotcha.
Defend your honor.
Yep.
Antinomius wretch.
Yep.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
He wants to fight you.
Mr. Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honour?
Oh,
Henry,
Henry.
my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor.
Yeah, that's true.
Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
Well, there you go. That makes sense, actually. What is your dispute?
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Well, just the gist of it.
Well, if I'm to know what I'm up against, I'll need to hear at least the gist of it.
True. All right, in a nutshell. Several years ago, I had to resolve a bloody feud between the Zuls and another family.
Okay.
The Zuls were clearly in the wrong, but refused to accept my ruling. So, I hanged the head of the family, razed their castle to the ground,
Oh,
and confiscated their property. Ever since then, they've had it in for me.
I
Not
wonder why.
surprisingly.
But you acted in good conscience.
Yes, although in retrospect it might seem excessively harsh. And it doesn't help that the other family is related to mine.
Oh. Okay, well,
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
all right. We've got that. Okay, so what are we going to do?
And what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
All right.
God be with you.
Okay, so we've completed Bad Blood. And we've learned about the Zool something or other. Meet Kuno at his in the encampment. All right, I will. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Ooh, it's late at night.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what? Carolina, what are you doing up so late? Actually, hang on a second.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they burn in hell.
I must look a mess. All right. About Ratai. Okay, so, yeah, nothing interesting. All right,
God
fine.
be with you.
Okay, I thought maybe we might have a little, Hans Capon comment somehow in there. I thought it would be funny. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the who's and what's it's here, Band of Bastards. We have to meet Kuno in the encampment. They're back. Are they back at the camp? Oh, they're back here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll just have to ride out there. It's not that far, which is kind of fortunate. Oh, man, I wish I could have a nice bath. Oh, well, let's not worry about it. And let's see if, what time is it? I think it's quite late. Oh.
I've got something for you.
Oh!
I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just thought I'd stop by and say hi, and she's wearing her lovely outfit. Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So this has actually turned out a little bit, I wasn't sure quite what to expect from this DLC. Because it does sound like you're kind of just riding around. Whoa, was that? Wait a minute. Did I go past the? Nope, it's just up here on the left. Okay. It does sound like you're just going to ride around and then and attack bandits, which would be less than interesting. But if there's like family intrigue and vendetta and stuff like that, yeah, I saw the Wayfarer. That's a little more interesting. Radzig's horse. That is more interesting than than anything else. So that's fine. Okay. I'm just going to park my horse up here. And is anybody awake or are they all asleep? Where is everybody? Hang on a minute. Meet Kuno at the encampment. Once Kuno and his band are rested back at the camp, we can set out on another mission. Okay. Well, I think that's, you know what? I think this is a good natural spot to stop because it looks like that was essentially that was one little quest. And then probably in the morning or something like that, we're going to come back or head out and do something else. So we'll have to see what happens. But right now, nobody's here. I don't know where the team is. I assume that they're on their way back. And I just have to hang out here for a little bit and just see what happens. So I think I'm going to do that. So thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, where we find out a little more about what's going on with Hagen Zool. Oh. I almost forgot.
That's a good boy.
Yeah. You're a good boy.
That's my boy.
You're a good boy. And here's something.
Look what I've got for you.
Yeah, you've been so good today.
You'll love this.
You didn't bite anybody or anything. There you go. Perfect. All right, as I say, thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, you all have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye. We'll see. I think that this might turn into a bit of there's a bit of storyline and stuff here, so I look forward to finding out about it. All right, bye-bye.